They have Egyptian and Arabic.
Yeah.
We learned that.
Let's do that, yes. We'll put them all in there. That was the slow. We did the slow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so now let's go, we can go to the fast. All right. Let me make sure I know what I can do. Biddy. There. A little magical trick. Just to make sure it can be seen. Because I think my feet were not able to be seen. There you go. Here you go. All right, I'll be right here. So you might not got a lot of my footwork. Hopefully in the mirror you can see my footwork and that. But most of the slow is upper anyway. All right. So now we're on to fast. Do I have a red light over there? Let me check before I do this whole thing. And yes. Okay. Cut that part out. Okay. So now we're on to the fast format. The fast format is very much tied to the beat. The slow format is not. There are no counts in the slow format. It's just a matter of following the leader, following the flow. With the fast, everything is connected to a beat. So I'll do like counting to mimic that for this little tutorial. So you're going to be stepping always right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And the right foot is always on count 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll come back. You see that all the moves that we're about to do are somehow always tied to that beat. Right on 1, right on 1, right on 1. Never forget. So you have 4 mama moves. We have the Arabic, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have the Egyptian, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 3/4 shimmy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And which one am I forgetting? The hip bump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what I'm going to do really quick is give myself a little visual. All right, so you can see my feet. So hopefully the camera can see my feet. One more time. There you go. Okay. One more second. All right. I think you can see it. Okay. So let's start with the hip bump. It's the relatively the easiest one. So your hips are pointing to your dancer's angle. Your chest and your heart is facing the crowd, the audience, or the mirror, however you'd like to think of it. All your weight is in your left foot. Your right foot is just propped up. We call this a showgirl posture. And then we're just going to press the right hip up. So we're just pushing off the floor with our right ball of our foot and hip up. Perfect. Beautiful. Boom, boom. With the beat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So always up on the beat. The beat is the accent. The hands for this move is the left hand overhead, right foot medium chest level, more or less in front of you, but not covering your body. So you want it outside of your body, right? Palm more or less facing the outside wall. And so again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This move is called the pivot bump because it's a hip bump that actually can be taken around yourself. So we can actually 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can go the other way too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And we can change our arms around too to arm position 2. Arm position 1 is here, the one I just described for you, left overhead, right in front of you, but just outside the body. Arm position 2 is a little more active and dynamic. The right arm is overhead, but the wrist is pulling backwards, strongly pulling to the back. And the left arm is pushing out to the side. So instead of the left arm being sort of in front of you, it's way out to the side. And so we can use this to go around ourselves too. Either arm position for either direction is fine. And again, always up on the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. Then we have the Arabic. The Arabic is stepping on the beat right on 1, right on all the odd numbers. You're still in this stance where your hip is facing the dancer's angle and your chest is facing front. And you're going to be stepping 1 on the right and then on the even numbers on the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stepping on the beat, just like we practiced. Now here's the catch. As you step on the right foot on 1, you're going to do the first half of the body wave. So remember, the body wave in the slow format is using the chest and pushing forward, up, back, reset. So in the fast format, it's actually smaller because it's faster. So this is an example of a movement that is smaller when you practice it faster. So we're going to kind of skip this whole sliding forward part. We're just going to go up and roll down. So up, roll down. Up, roll down. As you step on right, you lift your chest up. As you step on left, you roll down. So up, down, lift, roll down. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. So the arms for this, we'll start the move by pushing down and then coming up around and up. So in ATS, every time, we never just lift our hands straight up. It's always like around this big bubble. Beautiful, that was beautiful. So we'll push down with the hands just outside of our body and then make a bigger circle to come up. And then once they're up, they just stay up. Okay, so here we go. Let's try from the beginning. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, left, up, roll down, up. I like to take a breath. Kind of helps you get the motion in the ocean going. Up, roll down, right foot, left foot, right foot. Now go around yourself. Right foot, left, right, left. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sometimes we'll drop a hand in the direction we're traveling. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, right, left. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's Arabic. And then we have the Egyptian. The Egyptian to demonstrate. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the Egyptian, just the footwork, you're just going to put the right foot forward and come back to center. Then left foot forward, back to center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's work our way up from there. So the hip work for the move, as you put the right foot forward, that hip also twists forward. So you're actually literally twisting that hip forward, and it's actually a little up because you're on the ball of your foot. So it automatically comes a little up and forward. So then you come back to center, and same thing happens with your left. Left foot comes forward, left hip comes forward, twists forward and up together. So here we go. Right together, left together. So show the right hip, show the left hip. Good. Show the right hip, show the left hip. So it makes your skirts fly too, right? And also you'll notice that as you do it, there's like a little going on in the middle. Out, out. So it's actually harder just to do one twist together. Twist together, twist together, twist. It's easier just to do twist, 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 just to keep letting it go. See what I'm saying? So you just let it shake. So it's right twist forward, and there's like 2 baby twists here. And then left twist forward, and then there's 2 baby twists here. It's actually easier to do that than it is to stop it short, because it's a natural motion that starts happening. Big twist, little twist, little twist, big twist, little, little, big, little, little, big, little, little, big, little, little, big. So, as you hit that big hip twist on the 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the odd numbers, there's also something that's going on with your hands. So normally they're just overhead. But when you do that big twist with the hips, every other count, you're going to pull that same arm backwards. So the hip that goes forward, take that same arm and pull it backwards. So that you have this one huge line that's very active all the way down. So right hip forward, right arm pulls back. The whole arm pulls back, even from the shoulder. So shoulder and whole arm pull straight back. And it comes here. So as the right hip comes forward, right shoulder and arm pulls back. And then in neutral, it's neutral overhead. Left hip comes forward, left shoulder and arm pulls back, and then it's neutral overhead. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can't emphasize the scissor arms enough. If you were to see this move from the side, you can see the scissors very clearly. You can see that very clearly one arm is actively pulling back while the other is sort of neutral but kind of dropped to the front. So you can see from the side that the move is very active and pulled. Very good. Now the 3/4 shimmy, the long sought after 3/4 shimmy.
Let's see. You drop too long. Let's see. So
Yeah.
you drop and twist. And
Yeah.
back to neutral.
Right. Just the act of pulling it back is going to make it drop. Yeah. Because you're pulling so far back that it has to drop because it can't stay the same.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
Your
it.
baby shaking is. Let me try that.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
For which part?
For the Egyptian?
For the Egyptian, it's more of a twist forward. So you want to bring your foot back right away. So you don't do too much. It's not like a 3/4 shimmy where you're going to do multiple. So you just do one hip motion and then step back. So 1, twist, twist, 2, twist, twist, 3, twist, twist, 4, twist, twist, 5, twist, twist, 6, 7, 8. So this is all that's prescribed in the move is the one hit per thing. But this is just something, just a jiggle that happens in the middle. So boom, twist, twist. So but it's a twisting right to left, not an up and down. See what I'm saying? It does come up a little bit just because you're coming up on the ball of your foot. But really it's just a twist. So you can practice it like this. So you can do the twist, right? Now you can do that. So now let's try it on a little 3/4 timing. Ready? So we're gonna do twist, one big twist, right hip to the front, and then left, right, left, left, right, little, left, little, right, little, left, little, right, little, left, little, big, little, big, little, big, little, big. Good. Now you could do that, stick the feet out at the same time. So we got big, little, big, little, big, big, little, big, little. Just put the foot back right away.
Okay.
So don't try to do, so you do the big, and then for the 2 littles, you're neutral. Both feet are down. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we got big, want to do it?
Big.
Big, little,
Okay,
big,
got you.
little, big, little, big. That's it, that's it.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
Never can got that part.
All right. Now the 3/4 shimmy. So 3/4 shimmy, just to demonstrate first, for make sure you can see. And 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8 and a 1 and a 2 and a right and a left and a 5 and a 6, a 7 and a 8 and a right and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So as you can notice, yes, there's these hip movements involved, but the most important thing is stepping right on one, and then one step per beat the whole way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's a very important aspect of the move. Then the hips will come as they may. But keep stepping on the beat. That's the most important part. The hips will come as they may. So as you step on a foot, naturally when your foot takes the weight, that hip is going to do a bump. The definition of a bump isn't so much is it up, is it out, it's just both. It's like, there you go. It's just what happens naturally when you take the weight on that leg. That hip comes up and out. Boom. So that happens on its own. That's count 1. And then before you do count 2, before you step on the left foot to do that left bump on count 2, I want you to pick the left hip up and then step 2. So now, then you take the weight on your left leg, left bump on 2, and step right 3, up, down 4, up, down 5, up, down 6, and 7, that's it, and 8, and 1, and step left, and step right, and step left, and step right, and left, and right, and left, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, eventually 7, 8, right? So another way that you can think of this, sometimes people like to think of it as up, down, out. So if you take one hip at a time, so you'd be starting before the one in this sense, but if you take, say, the right hip, if I'm speaking in terms of my right hip, before you take that step on your right, you're going to take that hip for a ride, you're going to take it up, down, and then step on it for the out. We call it out. Since there's a little bit of a side-to-side motion too, you can call that out. So that's like and a 1, count 1, up, down, out. And so before you do count 2 on the left, you're going to go up, down, out. So right hip, up, down, out. Now left hip, up, down, out. Right hip, up, down, out. Left hip, up, down, out. Right hip, up, down, step on the right. Left hip, up, down, step on the left. Right hip, up, down, step on the right. Left hip, up, down, step on the left. Up, down, step left. Up, down, step right. Up, down, left. Up, down, right. Up, down, left. Up, down, right. Up, down, left. Up, down, step right. Up, down, step left. Very good. Up, down, right. Up, down, left. Up, down, right. That's it.
And you can up. You can pull the foot up.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Like this?
Well, yeah, because you're stepping.
Oh, this is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. You like the up, down, out. Well, stick with that then.
Like this. I thought I cannot believe we are.
No, because you're walking. This is our major way of walking. So when we like enter the stage, walk in a circle, we almost always resort to 3/4 shimmy because it's the fastest way to walk. So we're up, down, out, 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 up, down, out. Gets really hard to say, but you can practice it go walking forward and back if you want.
This is a major,
Good.
Because I didn't know.
So here we go. Up, down, out, 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 up, down. You can think of the up as referring to that hip and that foot. So when I say up, that means on any given side, it's that hip that comes up and the foot. Now the down has to stay up. We don't talk about that. But on the out, you can step with it. So when I say out, that also means the step. So up, down, step, 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 up. Good.
It's not too bad.
Yes, you got it. Just to speed it up.
Yeah, that's a speed up. Okay.
Now,
this is good. Yeah.
the arms are going to stay out nice to the side. And we haven't actually gotten this yet, but I'll put it on the video for you. So up, down, out, 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 up, down, out. So the hands also, as you step, they're going to kind of flick to the right. So up, down, flick, and then as you step on the left, they flick to the left. So step right, flick to the right, left, flick to the left, right, left, left. And it's just the arms, so try not to keep your forearms out of it. Forearms should stay relatively still. It's just my wrists. There you go. So it's kind of like leading a choir a little, maybe, I don't know, or sweeping the dirt off the table, except they both go the same way.
Go the same way.
So that's how it's not like leading a choir. So they're both going to sweep to the right, sweep to the left, sweep, sweep. So up, down, step, up, down, step right, up, down, step left, 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 and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a step, and a step, and a step, and a step. Right on 1, 2, and a 3, and a 4, 5, and a 6, and a 7, and a 8. We can go around ourselves doing this. We can go forward and backwards doing this. We can go in a circle doing this, basically. We can do this all the time.
Okay. So basically, right now I can only do this. That's not good. But it looks like you have some kind of florio action.
Yeah, it's kind of like making a figure eight with the hand.
Oh.
So it kind of goes out, in, out, in, out. And it's just so that the left hand's doing the opposite of the right hand so that they're the same. So this would be like the same, but really they're going the same way. So the left hand has to do it this. Dip to the front, dip to the back, dip to the front. So you have the boom, toom, toom. So you get the right hand. And actually the right hand is enough. Really the left hand usually can't. Usually it's the right hand that people see anyway. So actually if you could just do this, that would be fine. It's really the right hand that's most important. If the left hand does anything, it should flick to the same direction though, and not the opposite.
Okay.
You want to send all the attention and energy to the same side of your hand. So for now, I just want to do the right hand flick. You can just keep the left hand still. You can do that. That would be a good way to practice. And eventually, your left hand will just chime in probably.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you call this? This kind of hand motion.
Nothing. It hasn't. Yeah. Yeah. Just a little flick. Flick is the only thing I've ever heard it called. Flick. 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 There you go. Flick. Yeah. The flick's the important part.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Okay, there's a few other things in the fast format that we've done. There's a couple moves related to just the hip bumps that we've done. So here's your standard hip bump, but we also have we also did the reach and sit. So the reach and sit to demonstrate is here. That's where we sort of twist. Nothing really happens with the foot. It moves around a little bit, but it doesn't really have to. It just does because that's naturally what it does. But basically the move is you reaching. It's like you're reaching to the front left corner with your hip. So you're going to twist it, so you should be able to like see butt cheek, from the front. So you're actually literally twisting as far as you can and then just sitting. So a nice comfy sit. So reach, sit. That's why it's called the reach and sit. Reach and sit. And again, this one we gesture opposite our hips. So as our hip is twisted up to the right, we're gesturing. As our hip is twisted up to the left, we're gesturing to the right. And as we come to neutral, they gesture in the reverse. Reach and sit. Reach and sit. Kind of like windshield wipers. Sit. Perfect. Perfect. And you can also do that around yourself. All the way around. You're just kind of pivoting on that left foot, just like you do with the pivot bump. And we also have the single bump. So single bumps, our hands are in nice medium chest level position. And instead of just bumping underneath ourselves, we're going to bump once, start to this corner, but not twist, just a bump to the front, and then a bump to the back. So we just move our right foot sort of from this position to this position, and we give it a bump each time we move it. So bump here, bump here, bump here. Good. That's it. Perfect. Here. And
This
front.
one is not that strong. You not twist.
Not as much. Nope, no twist. You were doing exactly right. That's right. Boom and boom and boom and boom and boom, 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 boom. These can get kind of fast. Boom, boom. Very good. And you can do these around yourself too. So you're seeing patterns here. Everything you can do to the front, you can do to the back, you can do around yourself.
Last
And
time
boy,
you
this
did
one
for
hurts.
3 days. That's it. The corner. You call this half time or?
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
What do you call it?
That's right. That 3/4 shimmy half time. The 3/4 shimmy half time, because it's basically a slowed down version of a 3/4 shimmy in a sense. So you're gonna bump, bump. I'll demonstrate first. Bump, 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 bump. So if you can see the feet, I'll show you my skirt. You're gonna step to the front right. Bump, bump with the right hip. Now to the step to the front left and bump, bump with the left hip. Now I'm going to step back on that right foot, which is already in position, and bump, bump back to the right, and then step left back and bump, bump with the left hip. So bump up with the right, bump up with the left, step back on the right, back on the left. Front on the right, front on the left, back on the right, back on the left. Bump, bump, left hip, bump, bump, right hip to the back, bump, left hip to the back, bump. Okay, and then my hands are here.
Yeah, so what do you call this 3/4 half shimmy? So So.
Because if you did it really fast, it's sort of a 3/4 shimmy. Because there's 2 bumps on each side. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8 and a 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7.
Okay.
See how? So if you do it fast, that's just 3/4 shimmy.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of do bum 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 bum. So you see, it really is half a slope,
Okay.
but it does feel different.
Yeah.
It seems like it's not just a quantitative change, but a qualitative change. And I think it is a little bit of both. But it seems like it's more than just slowed down.
Yeah.
But technically it is. It does feel very different though. But you're still doing it just like when you do a 3/4 shimmy. You're basically, so here's my 3/4 shimmy, right? And you're basically doing 2 bumps for each step. It's 3 movements, an up, down, up. But it's 2 bumps if you count them up. Bump, 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 bump. 1, 2, bump, bump. Right, right, left, left. Right, right, left, left. Right, right, left, left. So you see there's some lot of similarities.
Yeah, yeah. But it doesn't have the 3/4. Where is the 3/4 part?
Well, it's no longer 3/4 because now we're stretching it out
Yeah, that's okay.
over several beats.
Okay.
So I guess you could think,
If I say 1, 2, 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7,
so that you
and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and
1, 2,
and
3,
4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, and 2. You did it from side to side. It's there, but I can see why it feels very different. It really does.
Yeah, that's right.
Think up, down, out. Up, down, out, 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 up, down, step right, up, down, step left, up, down, step right, up, down, step left. Very good. All right, I'm gonna get a water. And we can probably turn this off. Hopefully we got some
I
good.
think I've got pretty good coverage. Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah.